Hi guys, what's going on? I'm Justin. So today, thanks for joining us. I'm gonna be doing some concepting for these like sticky grenades that we're gonna be moving forward with. Yeah, I don't know. I was like trying to. Sorry for the I was a little late, but I wanted to pull together like some reference images. Just throw them in on the document here, so that we can like at least have an idea of where we kind of want to head with this. So I don't know. I was kind of interested in some of these. Like I think this one's pretty cool. This is from Weta. This is the Green Goblin, the little grenade that he throws. So I'm probably gonna be like pulling from that. I like the coils in these grenades. I don't know if I'll include that, but it's kind of making me feel good about, I don't know, drawing this. And this is interesting. And then this is just a standard Halo sticky grenade, which you definitely need to be looking at if you're going to be making this at all. So I guess we'll see where this goes. So sticky. Hi Docile. Just bring this up. Okay. Alright, let's get started. So this is the part where I just kind of scribble over these 4 little circles and start to figure things out. There. Alright. We need, yeah, alright. And this as well. Hi Darkington, how are you? Thanks for joining us. It just takes a minute to like kind of warm up with this kind of stuff too. You're gonna get like sort of fresh. Let's turn that off. I don't typically like my eraser brush to actually have any opacity to it, but I don't know, when I'm sketching sometimes I do. Sometimes. Oh, okay, yeah. Right. Thanks, Decilio. Appreciate you clarifying for me. Right. So I'm thinking I really want to try one that's kind of got these like vertical slices through it. I'm also thinking that I might want to break the perfect circle of these grenades. So, hold on one sec. One sec. And then we'll do one with like a lateral kind of line. Yeah. This is supposed to kind of be, this one's sort of going to be like a, more similar to that Halo grenade, I think. Excuse me. This one. This is kind of weird. know, we want to do like we probably want to do 6 actually. You know, give them some kind of variety to work with when they're figuring out how this thing is supposed to look. And what the real challenge is with this is that these things are going to be so small when they're actually used in the game. Like, you're probably going to have very little time to see like micro detail. So really what we're going to want to do is probably define it by its color and probably some kind of shape. So like maybe like a shaped light. Maybe that could be how we implement this spiggle if we want to do that. Maybe like part of the grenade can be squiggly or some kind of like thing that would coil. I don't know. Not sure yet. Let's see. Or we could do like a Death Star one. It's fun. Yeah, Decilio, I'm actually Wacom Mobile Studio. I don't know what Mobile Studio is. Is that like a... What is that? Oh, I never asked you guys. Can you hear me alright? Is everything coming through reasonably well? Just let me know. Cool. All right. Yeah, I've never heard of Wacom Mobile Studio before, but like I'm sort of bad about keeping up on current applications that are being used. I am using a Wacom tablet. Actually, I can probably show you guys. It's like this very large, old. Yes, if you can see it in my little camera viewer. Yeah, I can't carry this around and draw. I've tried to carry this. When I was in college, I was trying to... Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think a friend of mine had one of those. It's like kind of like a workstation as well, right? But it's basically just a Cintiq, right? Yeah, of course. I mean, if somebody was actually walking around and carrying an actual Cintiq with them, then that would be commendable. Yeah, I'm one of these like purist like Wacom tablet using like I don't draw on the Cintiq. I don't use like a screen-based thing, but. Then again, I am also like kind of, you know, financially limited, so investing in a nice screen-based drawing surface is not something I can do immediately. But yeah, I don't know. I think you it's cool that you got that. Well, yeah, no, I mean like everything after a while starts to pay for itself if you. You know, especially if you're looking to do this professionally. I know that this tablet has, you know, earned me, you know, the work that I've made on this tablet, like over the years, has like, you know, completely comped the cost of it, and then like probably doubled it. Like, you know, I'm sure it's been, you know, I did most of my thesis on this thing. I have such an attachment to this crappy Wacom, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I've had it for like, I think I've had this thing for the better part of 7 or 8 years. I've had it since before high school ended, I think, so yeah, so definitely more than 7 years. And actually, it recently broke on me, because I like you can break the USB. The USB connectors for the tablet are very finicky. So so when you leave the cord in, what'll happen sometimes is the connection will become like really faulty and break. And there are actually two USB connections on the tablet itself. I broke both of them. Yeah, I broke both of them, and I didn't know what to do, and I was looking into a new tablet. The current generation of Intuos tablets are like, for the size that I have, it'd be like $450 or $500 or something like that. And I was like really not ready to spend that kind of money, so I went back to my hometown where a few of my friends are still, and one of them is like a mechanical engineer, so I brought it over to him, and I was like, hey, listen, I know you're good with like wires and stuff. Can you help me with this? So he opened it up for me, and he like resoldered the USB connector for me, and then we I don't know, we did all this like weird MacGyver-y kind of like, I don't know, ad hoc like rigging of the wire to the board properly. And, I mean, it works now. The only problem is the wire winks in and out sometimes, and that'll sometimes actually uninstall my drivers, which is not fun. But like, it's definitely good that I still have this thing. You know, a really long tangential story there. Sorry, guys. Right. So, kind of trying to understand where I want to go with the shape language here. Like this one, I know I want this like kind of Y shape to be like kind of the enforcing thing, and then this one is kind of like this H shape almost, and then Death Star and Pumpkin. Let's label them. I really like how that's doing that thing on the inside ones. Let's see if we can replicate that. Center. I'm getting more into the habit of tilting the canvas to make some of the lines that I want to make. Because I'm bad at drawing. Yeah, a little beach ball-y, but don't worry. I'm probably gonna squish this one up a little bit, actually, if I'm thinking. I might do something a little bit more. I might just like really rob the design of that one, but I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. Check these layers. transfer for a sec. No, this is not for Pokemon. This is for midair. I guess, are you, like, do they look like Pokeballs a little bit? I guess they probably do. Let me clarify. It's sticky. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it right. I mean, I haven't worked on it yet. It doesn't have to be. I was just being funny. It's Death Star. I don't really know where I'm going with that one yet. So. I actually think I'm probably going to do something more along the lines of like. That's neat. And then oh yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying, I guess I just didn't really want to go with, just being funny before. I'm not really sure where I'm going with these yet. Very fresh in my brain. I like the lines of that though. I think that's neat. I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this, but this doesn't look right, so I'm gonna have to skew this a bit. Yeah. And instead of having it meet up like this, I think we'll put like a some kind of diamond thing here. That's not really correct, but we'll keep working on it. Oh dear. Yeah, I think my favorite thing on the mood board right now is that pumpkin one. I really love Weta. They make some great stuff. I got to see them. I went to when I went to Comic-Con a couple years ago. They had a panel, and they had like a big slideshow of like it was art. It was art specifically for like The Hobbit, I think. And The Hobbit isn't a great movie, let's be honest, but Weta is definitely a great studio. They make some really cool stuff. And everybody wants to work for them, move to New Zealand. kind of like one of those things. That's cool. Right, now I want to do this other thing here where I like... do something there. Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, so I always want to watch Lord of the Rings. But then, like, what happens is, I have, like, the extended editions. I have, like, all of the extended editions, but then, like, I'll say, like, oh man, I really want to watch Lord of the Rings right now. And, because it was, like, something that I used to do as, like a young adult. Like, I would throw that on and do other things, or just sit there and literally watch the whole movie all the way through, all 4 hours. But now I'm, like, supposed to be an adult and have, like, a life, so I don't really have the 4-hour time commitment for the Lord of the Rings right now. It really bums me out, actually. It gets me sad. But yeah, I have the same feeling. That's it now. Okay. Yeah, couldn't you imagine, like, you know, getting a job as, like, some kind of, like artist for Weta and live in, like, New Zealand? It's like one of these, it's insane. Actually, one of my professors, I went to Pratt Institute in Brooklyn. One of my professors did, like, had some kind of contracts with them, did some contract work with them, and he got to go there. He actually got to go and live in New Zealand for the duration of his contract with them. I think he described it as one of the best experiences of his life. And, like, yeah. Well, actually, for my career, I do this kind of thing. Actually, I do not necessarily drawing in the way that I'm doing here. Like, this is like pure concept art. I'm what my job calls an experience designer. It's an innovation lab called Future Colossal, and we make these kinds of, like, sort of immersive, interactive experiences, and it's a confusing place to work, to be honest. But, like, I kind of like it. Keeps me active. Keeps me doing art all the time. Even if the art is not necessarily what I want to be making, it's still, you know, still doing it. So, and the Kiwi accent, to answer your question, I don't know if I could take it. Wait, Decilio, what is it that you do? What do you do for a living? I'm curious now. I'm not sure if you're saying that you also do the same thing I do. I'm always interested in meeting people that do the same kind of stuff as I do. Always interested. Oh god, really? Interactive designer? That's crazy. Where at? In Wildfire, I actually, you know, I don't have that information on hand. And if I did, I'm sure they would not want me to disclose. So, sorry. But yeah, Decilia, where do you work? And like where geographically and what studio? Oh, what? Neiman Marcus, really? That's crazy. I know a few. I think I've met people that work there. It's a big company. Oh, Dallas, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in New York, so I guess they must have a location out here. Yeah. Well, if you're ever in New York for work, you know, hit me up and we can get drinks. It'd be fun. So wait, what does a retailer like Neiman Marcus need an interactive designer for? If you can talk about it. Yeah, I've heard of that store as well. It's a big deal. Is it like, isn't it like a isn't it kind of like a Barney's, or is it I'm not really sure exactly what they sell. I like this. Right, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Distance to be like. I feel like this is not right. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think once you start putting the notches in to the silhouette, and you start messing around with the edge of it, it becomes more of an you start to understand more how the thing is actually going to start to feel in 3D. I was actually thinking about going into 3D and starting to make some of these shapes make sense, but I don't really know if I want to commit to any of these designs to that level yet. Yeah, I guess if anybody has any input on these kinds of things that I'm drawing, I'm totally open. So, I don't know. Thoughts? I should add like lizard scales to any of these or something. Actually, that wouldn't even be that far-fetched. I think that'd be kind of cool, actually. Actually, that's probably the next step for me, is getting some nice photo-referenced textures and mapping them onto the thing. So that'll be a nice way to mock this up for Santeri and the 3D people involved. Cool. Stickies. They are stickies, that's right. I should probably throw that. I should probably put like what concepts specifically I'm working on in the frame of my stream. That would be smart. So instead of like concept art, it'll be like sticky grenade concept. Just so y'all aren't confused. Right, so this would be cool as like a... Maybe this is like an opening. This does look like a Pokeball. God damn it. Oh, I swear. My bad. Family friendly. I swore. Sweared. Be cool. That's John. That's a good question. I'm actually not really sure what the gameplay, how the gameplay is going to work for this. It's like a Mabel question. Actually, Mabel and Chris are kind of like the ones, Bug Spray rather, kind of the brains behind all of that stuff and how that's all going to function. So. Sorry, I wish I could be a better asset to you for that kind of info, but I'm like, I just draw the pictures. That's my thing. Sure you can. As a matter of fact, I actually hung out with Mabel a couple days ago, so He's pretty busy. I mean, then again, I never really talked to him the way that you guys talk to him, like on the internet. And I have in the past, and I know it to be somewhat of a challenge, so I guess I can't really refute you there, but I don't know. We like cook dinner and stuff, and it's like fine, so. What did we do? Last time he came over, we had a bottle of wine, and I made pasta. It was very date-ish. Maybe I went out on a date with Mabel. Let the fanfics begin. I mean, okay, yeah, I made him pasta this time, but he's made me pasta before, so I figured it was my turn. So, fun fact about Mabel, a trivia, he's actually a pretty good cook. That's nice. This design is like tricky, but I really enjoy it for its simplicity, so I'm gonna leave it alone. No, I don't like this one anymore. So I'm gonna start to erase. Okay. Cooking with Mabel, that would be a thing. That would be a fun thing. Oh, you know, well, the animation is sort of it's another question in general. It's a good point, though, that you bring up, because I guess you really do need to think about how these things are going to move when they're deployed, you know, when the person triggers it on. I imagine that there'll be some kind of hand-based thing that, you know, some hand gesture that, like, flicks the grenade on, so we're going to have to think about the kind of sequence for that. Though the shape really, I mean, I guess spheres definitely lend themselves to simplicity, so, like, you don't really have to be super concerned about, like, you know, oh, there's like 5 parts to this, you know, it's just a ball, so you can just be like, alright, he hits this button on the ball, it's done. But, yeah, I haven't really figured out what's gonna happen yet. You know, I'm also thinking that I need to provide a 5th or 6th option here. At any rate, I'm going to have to, like, confer with the rest of the design team to figure out what we're going to do, what they like, but I do want to try this other thing. Yeah, I want to try doing, like, oh, hey, there's the bomber. I want to try doing, like, this kind of Let's see. So, and then let's make it quick. Nice. And then I think I want this to work. I was just done. This is done. This, that. Should be at 45. Darn it. I think I should just do this more simply here. That's kind of what I wanted. To be perfect. Yeah, this is definitely this is definitely going in that direction, the naval mine type thing. I mean, I think it makes sense in terms of like the language of a bomb that would like attach to another thing, like something that like has spikes that adheres. So now, this is something I'd love to do. Alright. We want this in here. And I'm probably just going to borrow you. All right. So I have like probably gonna go for like maybe like 5 more minutes on this drawing, and then I honestly think we're at a point where I can start up a discussion with the rest of my team, figure out where they want to go, what they like, what they don't like. This is definitely a good checkpoint. So yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not even really using the locations of them. I'm just kind of like position them so that I could get like a sensical arrangement of spikes, as you're calling them. Some perspective, so I don't really have to worry about it. I'm actually thinking it'd be cool if these kind of went into the form. And then maybe they're like, I don't know, some kind of magnet-based thing. It's not the best, but like I think the idea is coming. Not the best. The hand nades, sorry, I feel like I'm not able to really give you good answers here because I don't know. I'm sort of out of the loop on like what is being planned on for pre-existing stuff. I mean, visually, I haven't addressed like grenades in like a couple months, but like this is the first kind of foray into figuring out what the stickies are gonna look like, which is cool. So. Yeah, this one would have been easier to model like this, I think. Just do some Boolean shapes. I probably could have done that. Just really dislike this circle. Pumpkin. Yeah. This would be cooler as the triangles or something. This affinity for triangular. You think so, pineapple? That would be like hatching like this. I mean, honestly, that's fine. I kind of like that idea. Good job. Let me see if I can. Okay, I should pull up a grid. It's a little thicker than I wanted, but let's do this. And then I can use my handy dandy warp thing. Oh. It's too thick. Like the thought, though. Oops. Yeah, Wildfire, I appreciate that suggestion. I think this is like, I don't know if this is exactly what you meant, but it definitely. I think I just like the idea of like something you hear a lot, like kind of colloquial way of referring to a grenade, like pineapple. I'm not necessarily sure how this thing works, but like. I mean, that's the point of these streams, right? Like, I don't know. I really do like to interact, like to get a sense of like what people want, like how people see the things that I'm like kind of actively creating. So doing these streams is like kind of a healthy, fun thing for me. So I appreciate your suggestions, I guess. I kind of want to flip the grid though. That's the only problem. Yeah, they need to run like that. Nice. Then I'll just kind of fudge this back. Nice. And definitely some interesting ideas. Gotta save this thing. Oh, let's back up. I don't remember where my folders are. Weapons. Grenade. Grenades. Sticky grenades. Nice. He's looking at my files. Yeah. Alright guys, so it's about 5. I gotta get running off. Cool. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You know, I'll probably be doing another stream pretty soon, so I guess, you know, come back next time.